Good morning. Today I am going to start exercise 2.3 and basically question number 1, 2, 3 and 4 all are same kind of questions we have already done in the previous exercise. So try all these questions at home, and if you are not getting these questions, write solution on the comment box. Okay, here I am going to begin with question number 5. Question number 5. Salil plants 4 saplings in a row in her garden. The distance between two adjacent saplings is 3/4 meter. Find the distance between the first and the last sapling. So here beta, we have a question. Cyril plants 4 saplings in a row. In her garden, the distance between two adjacent saplings is 3/4 meter. Find the distance between the first and the last sapling. So before starting this question, I want to suggest you to watch one video.
Look at this figure of 4 saplings. You see that? This is the first sapling, second, third and fourth. Now let's take 2 adjacent saplings. What is the distance given? 3/4 meters. So I call this gap 1. Now there are 2 more gaps. So between the first sapling and the fourth sapling, this is the total distance, which is 3 such gaps. So the total distance is 3 into 1 gap, that is 3/4. So 9/4 or 2 1/4 meters.
Okay, as you see on this video beta, here we have 4 saplings. 1, 2, 3, 4. After looking this picture, I hope you understand what is the meaning of sapling. Okay, the small plants which lie on the ground are saplings. So the gap between these are 3/4 meter. So how many gaps are there? 1, 2 and 3 gaps are there. If we place 4 saplings, so the total number of gaps will be 3. So what we need to find? We need to find the distance between the first sapling and the last sapling. So here is the solution. From the figure, it can be observed that gaps between first and last saplings is 3. Okay, then length of gap equals to 3/4 meter. So to find the distance between the first and last sapling, you will be multiply 3/4 with 3. Okay, understand? And whatever the answer you'll get, write it on comment box. Now next question. Question number 6. Lipika reads a book for 1 whole 3/4 hours. She reads the entire book in 6 days. How many hours in all were required by her to read the book? Okay, so this is another very easy question. See here beta, in she read book for 1 whole 3/4 hours. Okay, in one day she read up to this much hour, 1 whole 3/4 hours, and she completed the book in 6 days. So how you will calculate the total time she is taken or the total hours she has taken to read the book? So what you need to do? Multiply 1 whole 3/4 with 6. See how you have to write the statement. Number of hours Lipika reads the book per day equals to 1 whole 3/4. What? Hours, which is equals to 7/4 hours. Hope you clear this. Then number of days equals to 6. Total number of hours required to read the book by Lipika is 7/4 multiplied by 6. So hope you will calculate your answer. And after solving this, write your answer on comment box. I am not solving it because you already know how to do multiplication. So this is a step I am repeating once again. Multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. If you don't know, or if you have not watched my previous video, I am sharing you link here at I button. Click on this and go through it. Okay, next question number 7. A car runs 16 km using 1 liter of petrol. How much distance will it cover using 2 whole 3 upon 4 liters of petrol? So here beta, 16 km in 1 liter petrol. A car travels 16 km in 1 liter of petrol. Now here we need to calculate the distance travel in 2 whole 3 by 4 liter of petrol. So what do you have to do? Again here you have to do multiplication. See how you have to do. Write the statement, number of kilometers a car can run per liter petrol equals to 16 kilometer. Then quantity of petrol is equals to what? 2 whole 3 upon 4 liters, which is equals to 11 upon 4 liters. Then number of kilometers a car can run for 11 upon 4 liters of petrol equals to, what you need to do, 11 upon 4 multiplied by 16, and rest of the answer you will calculate by your own self and write your answer on comment box. Now next, question number 8. Question number 8a. Provide the numbers in the box. Here is the box, such that 2 upon 3 multiplied by dash is equals to 10 upon 30. So here we have given this box. Okay, we need here this box. We need to here we need to put the number by which we will multiply to get 10 upon 30. So see beta, here the denominator is 30 and here the denominator is 3. Here the numerator is 2 and here the numerator is 10. So what number you will multiply to get the denominator 30? Yes, guess it. What number you will multiply to get the denominator 30? So here, see, I am going to solve it. If you multiply 3 tens are 30, 10 here. Okay, and here if you multiply, at what time in the table of 2 10 will come? 2 5s are 10. So actually you are getting the answer 10 by 30. Yes or no? 2 5s are 10 and 3 10s are 30. So here the answer is 5 upon 10. Now look at the next part. The simplest form of the number obtained in the blank is what? So reduce 5 upon 10 to the lowest term. You already know how to do this. So here the number is 5 upon 10. I am going to reduce it to the lowest term. So read the table of 5. Divide with 5. 5 ones are 5 and 5 twos are 10. So your answer will be 1 upon 2. Okay. So what will be your answer? Your answer will be 1 upon 2. Now look at B part. Here the part is same. Provide the number in the box such that 3 upon 5 multiplied by blank is equals to 24 upon 75. Here the number is 24 upon 75. Now again read the table of 3 and when 24 will come. 3 1 the 3, 3 2 the 6, 3 3 the 9, 3 4 the 12, 3 5 the 15, 3 6 the 18, 3 7 the 21 and 3 8 the 24. So here At the numerator, what you will write? 8. Now, at what time in the table of 5 75 will come? So definitely beta, you have to read the table of 5, or you can do one thing. If it is hard for you, divide this with 75 and 5. $75 divided with 5. Okay. Now see. Definitely we'll get here 1. 5 on the 5. So what will the remainder? The remainder is 2. Clear? Now we will write 5 here. 5 5s are 25. So here you will get 25. So your answer is what? Your answer is 15. Three 8 the 24 and 515 the 75. Now see the next part. The simplest form of the number obtained in the box is what? So beta 8 upon 15. Can we further divide it or reduce it into the simplest form? I think no. So the answer is same, 8 upon 15. So here I'm going to end with our exercise. So before that, before finishing it, I want to tell you one thing. So if you have any doubt, you can watch my previous video and understand it well, and then after try that same test again. And in the next class I'm going to take your test of addition, subtraction and multiplication. Okay, hope you will stay well, stay safe and stay home.